Hey everyone, my name is Ruth, and this is my very first YouTube video. So I'm so excited, um, and of course a little bit self-conscious, but I wanted to be more creative this year, so I've decided to just go ahead and make the video. So this counts also for you. Just do it. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. What matters is that you're doing something that you like and that you're getting better at it. So, of course, I want to introduce myself, and I'm going to do that while talking about my luck journey. So, I'm 24 years old. I'm an undergrad. I'm studying for social work. I'm going to get my bachelor's in social work soon. And I live in Curacao. It's an island near Aruba in the Caribbean. So I wanted to talk about my luck journey because it really does mean a lot to me. The fact that I decided to start this journey. Also, given the society that I was raised in. So, I'll just go back a little bit to talk about my hair journey actually. So, when I was a little girl, I had my natural hair, right? So, I had my natural hair, and I still remember wash day like it was yesterday because I remember that my mom didn't like wash days, right? I did, or at least I didn't do too much on wash days, okay? But I can remember that my mom didn't like wash days, and the reason was because she didn't like doing my hair because she couldn't do it, right? She couldn't deal with it. She didn't know what to do. And I used to just wash my hair and then I'll just let it dry. And my mom was like, she was over it. She was over it. She couldn't take it. She didn't know what to do. And so she was like combing through my hair. But of course, she didn't know, for example, that she had to spritz water in my hair or, all of the things that we know now. So I used to feel a lot of pain, but I was like, I'm not gonna fuss because she's doing my hair and she doesn't even want to do it because it's hard. And my hair wasn't growing when I was a child. That's crazy right now because when I look at my hair, how it is, how long it is right now, it's just crazy. But I have a picture of when I was 4 years old, and believe me, my hair was like here. So it was a struggle. And so when I was around, I think 8 to 9 years old, she decided to go ahead and relax my hair. Now she didn't relax it the normal, typical way. I think we had a hairstyle or a way to relax your hair where you get like curls, and we call it curly or wet look. Maybe I'll insert a picture so you guys can see because you also have ass curl, I think, but I had the wet look. Okay, I was just like doing my hair, relaxing it every 2 to 3 months so that it doesn't break off because you also had to be mindful of that, right? Okay, so it was a lot of money and you really had to maintain it. I remember that I used to hate the smell of the product. It's called Soften Free. I don't know if you guys know it, but I didn't like it. And then it has gotten to a point where my hair started breaking off. Now this is like many years later. I was like, I think 14 years old. And then I decided on my own to go natural. Now, why is that? Because there was like, I was on Facebook. I was on Facebook since I was like 8 years old. Crazy. But then I started seeing posts about love your natural hair, da 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 da. And I was like, okay, um, okay, you know. And then it was just something. I was in high school, and so I could see that. Of course, I wasn't relaxing my hair anymore, right? But I still had a little part of my hair relaxed, and many girls at my school also had relaxed hair, but I could see that they also weren't really relaxing their hair anymore, but they didn't cut it either, so they didn't do the big chop either. But then after a few months I started seeing girls like chopping off their hair, and I think that gave me the confidence to just not relax my hair anymore and actually let it grow out so that I can do the big chop. So I let my hair grow out for like 1 year, and then I did a chop. I wanted it to be long enough before I did it. So yeah, so that was me transitioning from having relaxed hair to going natural. Now, mind you, I have 4B hair. And I can remember that my mom sometimes used to make certain comments about my hair, that it was like essentially nappy and stuff. Um, and it wasn't like something constant, but I can still remember it. And of course, I used to feel like my hair is not enough like it is. Like, I mean, I didn't really get a lot of direct comments and stuff on my hair because I relaxed it very early on. But looking at medias and being on Facebook, being on the internet in general, you do get a sense of what's really popping, what's really beautiful, due to the representation. So it was very, very clear to me that um, my hair wasn't really good enough. And then so when I went natural, I wanted my hair to be a little bit longer so that I can do certain styles. But then it grew out. I used to always color my hair, dye my hair, change colors like few times per month sometimes. Don't do this at home. But then I started to become more conscious, you know? So when the transition happened is when I started to look around me and be like, oh, actually, there's a reason why most girls my age had their hair relaxed. There's a reason why my mom made certain comments sometimes. There's a reason why I don't see certain people with a certain skin tone and hair types on television, you know, on Facebook. So it all started making sense. And I was looking at Locs, and then I started to talk about it at home, and my mom was like, Locs, I don't know about that. So I remember one day, I had to do something. I had to run errands or something. And then I ran into the woman who used to do my hair when I was relaxing it. And I had my hair in small twists, right? And then the woman was like, "Is your hair locked?" I'm like, "No, it's not locked." And she was like, "Okay, make sure that you don't lock it because that's not beautiful." Da 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 da. And I'm like, "Ma'am, you don't you're like I don't even know you anymore. So why are you telling me this?" So I think that that made such an impact on me. And of course, I know that many people just I think globally, but also here in Curacao, don't really like locks. Like it's so stigmatized that murderers have locks. Like it's so linked to everything that's negative. After like 1 to 2 years, I think I was like, you know what? You know what? After I had like a really traumatic situation happen to me, I just decided to do it. I did it. I did it, and people didn't like it. People did not like it. And at first, I had um, smaller locks. And for some reason, I started seeing creators with a bigger locks, thicker locks. And I was like, oh my God, I want thick locks. I want thick locks. For whatever reason, I just found it to be so beautiful. And so I decided to comb my locks out and redo them. And then I started this lock journey. I'm on it for like 4 years now, and it has been such a beautiful journey. Okay, so I started this lock journey with two strand twists. I'm trying to just put it in camera for you to see the pattern if you can recognize it. Um, so I started with two strand twists. I have 53 locks. These are the locks. Right now, they're not retwisted because I like this look. I love this look. So when I started my lock journey, my hair was so short, so short. But one thing that I can remember is that I was like comfortable with my hair from the beginning. I was comfortable with it. So I can't even talk about the ugly face or none of that. One thing that I can say is that I enjoyed that first year when my hair was locking up. Oh my God. Like I say this constantly. Like I wish I was in the first year of my journey because that was the time where I had the most fun with my hair. Because of course you can do many styles. Um and while it's not quite locked yet, you still feel like you're locked. And it's just like I have nothing bad to say about the process. I wanted to cultivate my locks a certain way. I didn't want them to be freeformed. So I did retwist them. But again, I did my research and I would advise everyone to do your research, know what products to use and what not to use and what not to do so that you can have a clean set of locks. That's the most important for me. For your locks to be clean. Okay? So don't go after people saying that, okay, you don't need to wash your hair because it won't lock up. Like, don't listen to them. Please don't listen to them. At the first year mark, I think they really started to lock up. And then from the first year to the second year, it was still fun, but they started to become really like hard, like locks. So you couldn't really manipulate them that much anymore. But I still used to like do my styles and just dye my hair too. I used to dye my locks a lot, not that much compared to like what I used to do in the past, but still a lot. And then as I was nearing the third year, I just started to become very lazy with my hair. That's also something. You started out so excited and things like that, and then you're like, actually, I don't want to do nothing with my hair. I don't want to really do nothing. So from the third year till now that we're like 4 years in with some months, I haven't really been doing a lot Of course, some styles here and there. I also transitioned from like really retwisting my hair every time that I wash them, because as I've mentioned, I love this look. I also lived in Europe for like a few months, and the freedom that I had there, no stares, no, not really like getting judged for not having my locks retwisted really helped, I think. And so when I came back to Curacao, I was like, I really, really, really do not care. Because of course I knew that I shouldn't care about that. But sometimes it's really difficult to implement some things that you know. But because when I really had some hang time, I was in Europe, it was so easy. It was so easy, and right now I'm just so content. I'm so happy with my hair. One thing that I struggle with is that when I do decide to retwist my hair, I get like so lazy, like I don't want to do it, and I get tired because my hair is longer now. And I don't know, there's just something about it that it takes time. That's all that I can say, and I don't really like it. But I have learned to really love myself much more. Like, I really do feel like I'm that girl with my hair, and of course, my skin tone and everything. And it took a lot of work for me to get here. I will say that it took a lot of work for me to get here. But by making certain changes in my life, and really choosing certain people to engage with, choosing my content, right? Go and have certain conversations with friends, and people that are also passionate about these topics, like, really helped me to build my confidence. And like, right now, you cannot tell me shit. You cannot tell me that my hair is ugly. You cannot tell me nothing, not one thing about my hair and how I show up in the world, and me having to change myself to adhere to respectability politics. Like, I don't, I, no. So, actually, I can just say that I'm having a great time. And if you're thinking about starting your log journey, go ahead. Just go ahead and then stick to this channel, subscribe, like this video, and then I'll see you guys another time. Bye.